Hello everybody! Is anybody here? Hello! Hello! So I hope you can hear me, you can see me. So and then I say hello to everybody from Kreidefarbenhof, my workshop. My name is Sabine and hi! I'm happy to see Sylvia. Sylvia is my colleague from Switzerland and she will help me together. She will help me today. If you have any questions, she will answer and I do it after this live stream. So again, welcome. Welcome to my Kreidefarbenhof. I'm happy to spend one creative and I hope really nice hour with you and redesign and vintage paint. So, and first let me say thank you to Redesign because it's such a great campaign, Color Your World, and we are a part, vintage paint is a part of this campaign. So, I want to start. And I did something before, I prepared a mirror, a wooden frame and hi. I prepared it yesterday because there are a lot of molds and here you can see a stencil with our structure powder and this all needs a lot of time to dry and I was a little bit afraid that this hour is not enough time. So I did it yesterday, but I show you every step I made. Step by step I show you what I did for this mirror. And I use such a panel. Oh, too much light. I take this one. I use such a panel to show you what I did. My first tip for you is, if you use such a panel, look at the back where the holes are to hang it on the wall. My first picture, my first wall decoration was on the wrong side. So I even use such a rope. It reminds me to the right side, to work on the right side. So, okay, let's start. I use one of our beautiful white light shades. It's called Soft Cream, one of a lot of light and bright and white shadows. We have such a lot of colors, about 60. And you can see them all in this card. And here you can see something I'm really proud about. We are all really proud. Our chalk paint is the proud I don't know the English word, Träger. We have the eco label and this is something real special. It means that our chalk paint is safe, sustainable and you can use it for child, for every people who are a little bit afraid the chalk paint is not healthy. This one is healthy. And the eco label says, yes, it is. So, you have the choice the right one. Okay. In the beginning, you have to stir well. Every chalk paint is really important to stir well because the heavy parts are down in the can and you have to stir to put them all together to mix them well, really well. And I don't need a much color because this is a light panel, but I use the same one as my frame and I want to show you every step I make. When you start painting, you have the choice to do it in one way. It's smooth, it's light, and you can go in mixed ways. This is a little bit more creative, and in the end, when you put wax on it, then it gets more old and patinated when you do it in different kinds of painting, of brushing. I use a flat brush, a middle size flat brush, but you can use a round one too. This is your choice. So, okay, this is enough for this light white panel. And now we have to dry it a little bit. It goes really, really quick. Chalk paint, vintage paint dries in 20 minutes, 10 minutes. It's a little bit, the temperature. Hey, Loi. I'm David Campbell. So I see some names I've never heard before. So I'm so happy that you are here. Thank you so much. So I use a dryer for 1 moment to dry it. I hope you can hear me. This is the loudest part. Okay. That's enough. So I use only a little paint. If you use more, okay, then it has to dry for 10 minutes or 50 minutes. But for this small layer, it's enough. So now I want to show you the first technique, and I love them so much. It's easy, but it's an old one. We love to use old techniques. Vintage paint is a paint comes from the Netherlands, and there is an old tradition for colors and for painters, and so we love to do patinated ones, and one of our preferred techniques is this one. Maybe you have seen it before, did you? It's for walls. In the past, people do wallpaper with it. They paint the wallpaper with beautiful roses. These are roses, and I want to use it on my panel, and I want to use it on my frame too. So it's easy, really easy. I use one of our metallic colors, gold. I can never have enough gold. And was too quick, huh? You can't see it. So this is our gold one, and it's really easy to use. So. I put only little color on my brush and then on the stencil roller. Not much. I don't want to have points, dirty points. I only want to have the roses. My frame, all my techniques are with flowers. In the end, it will be a very, very flowerful one, and I hope you like it. So, at first I show it on my panel. I only roll it, and that's it. And you see, it's really, really, really light, only a shadow, but that's enough, because in the end there's a lot of techniques, and I want to have only something special, some glamour, and that's it. So now I do the same on my frame, but I don't want all of my frame. I only want some little parts. Less is more. I hope you can see it. In the end, I show you. So I will use molds, I will use transfers here, I will use a stencil and a stencil roller too. And every part will be helpful to get a glamorous wall decoration. So let me make it like this. So I only want little parts, not more. You can't see it, I know, but I come closer in a few minutes. So maybe this is better for you. I only make it like this. You can see it? Yes, you can. So only little gold shadows. This is a little bit too much, no problem. You can leave it, you can sand it. Let us see in the end what we did with that. Only shadow of gold. Glamorous shadow of gold. And down on the little board. I bought this frame and the mirror 40 years ago. It's really, not really old, but for me it's really old. And I never use it like a mirror because it's a dark one. Here is my golden sign. Only a little golden sign. So that's it. The mirror is not a really light one. It's a golden mirror. I can't see my face inside, and that's the reason why I only use it like a wall decoration. But I think it's nice. In the beginning it was wooden colored, then I painted white, then I painted blue, then I painted green, and today I painted white again. So please don't let them dry, because the roller is now full of color, and next time you want to use it, it doesn't work. It's too full of color, and it's really important to clean it. And I used water, normally water, but today I don't want to go now to my bathroom to clean it. Now today I use such tissue for babies. That's okay, it's fine, it really works well. Also for my hands, I like to use it for my hands, because when I paint the whole day and I have to wash my fingers several times, I don't like that. I like to use tissue for babies. So now it's okay, it's clear and clean and ready. So today I use it only for little parts, but you can use it for your whole wall too. It's so beautiful when you paint the whole wall with it. Very special. Old technique, beautiful and very unique. Okay, so now I want to show you our structure powder. I love our structure powder. There are a lot of products you can use for structure stencil, but this powder, so sweet and so cute, it's a powder and you mixed it with color. You can use every color you want, and your stencil is very amazing and special. So I show you how to mix it. I need 1 part powder, and we say 4 parts vintage paint, chalk paint, but this one is not a new one, this is an old one. It's really drier, and I think 1 or 2 parts are enough. So it's important that you, when you mix it and it's like a thick cream, then it's okay. I show you. So stir well, and then I put a little bit of my light petrol inside. All our colors are water-based. You can use it inside or outside. and they are matte, really matte shark paints. So you see, this is a little bit too little color. Put a little bit more. So I think that will be enough. Yeah. Look, it's a really creamy paste. Okay. And now we have to be quick. After 10-15 minutes, it's dry. Really dry is it after half an hour, or maybe if it's really wet outside after an hour, but for using you have only 10-15 minutes time. So I use a stencil, one of my favorites. I hope you can see it because I use it so much times, and it is Violet Floor à la Belle Jardinière. To the nice gardener, and I use it very often, and I have one only for my structure powder stencils. I cut them for using easier, and I use one part of it. So one thing is really important. Fix them with a painter type. And every area you don't want to see in the end, you have to use painter tape. So maybe I don't want to read these lines. I have to tape it. And I have to tape every area that's near to the stencil. Otherwise the color is everywhere, the cream, the structure powder is everywhere. So this belongs to every little tin of structure powder, and this is what I use now. Really, really easy. I only take my creamy structure powder, put it on. So every area I go now. A little bit more. So now the big moment. I remove the stencil and ta-ta! Remove it. This is how it looks like. So, and you see there, I don't put the tape really, I don't press it enough. But it's okay, no problem. I can sand it, I can leave it. It's a patinated one. And so, in the beginning I told you, look at the right side. Look where your panel are with holes for the wall. And what happens? Not my first time. Okay. So. Okay, this is has to dry now, and again, can you see the roses under the stencil? How beautiful the gold shadows are now. I hope you can see this. I hope the light is okay. Yeah, let's dry, let it dry, let it dry. Next technique. So in the end, I want to use the Cosmic Roses transfer. I show you it in a few minutes, a little bit longer, but this is the one I want to use for my mirror. And there are spring flowers on, and I want to use molds, but I don't have a spring flower. I don't have flowers. I only have ornaments, and that's why I found this one. Sylvia wrote down the name of this mold, and please, if you have a look to this middle, it's a real spring flower, and this is what I use for my mirror. Look, in the end it looks like this. Can you see? I hope, yeah. So I use modeling material, one of my favorite material for molds, because it's flexible and I can do a lot with this. Yes, I think it's the only material, paper clay too, that is useful for what I want to do with it, because I want to bandit it. So, and I love to touch it. It's a little bit silky and it's a nice material. So, and so easy to use, so easy. I press it down in my mold. I do it when we are together, my husband and me, when we are looking television, and I'm not able to sit and only watch. My hands have to do something, and I do molds. So, and in the end, I go with a spatula over it. You can use also the one I use for my structure powder. You can use this great tool from Redesign. It's for transfers, but I love to use it too for this, for molds. So now it's inside, and it's easy to remove, really easy to remove. In the beginning, you have to train it a little bit, but look, this is my flower. Now I have to cut a little bit, and then it's ready. So I cut it with this, I don't know the English word, Schere. Sylvia, please help. So I cut it. I cut everything I don't want. Oh, Schisse. Danke. Yes, Schisse. So here too, here too. So now I smooth the edges a little bit with my fingers. And then I have the real spring flower I want. And look, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it a real one? The yellow ones, the Narzissen, we call it Narzissen, I hope you too. Ha! So, and now I don't want to glue it flat on my frame. I want to use a banded one, and that is something I have to prepare too, because it needs a little bit of time to dry. It must not be really deep dry for using, but a little bit. And look at this on my panel. there are flowers too, and I banded it around the corner and fixed it with a little bit of painter tape. So, and that is what I did yesterday with my frame, and I use a lot of flowers in a lot of different banded sizes, and I love it. I don't like it if it's only flat. Roses have to be grow and to be big, and that is what I did on my frame and on my panel too. So with my new one, I show you with my new one, you can put it here and can. So now you fixed it with the tape, and in the end you have a flower around the corner. So okay, so we have structure powder, stencil, we have stencil roller, we have the molds. A lot of that happens on my frame, but what I love most is the transfer now. So let me show you what I do. You want to see how I glue these flowers? No, I don't think that is usual. I show it in the end on my frame, okay? So I love my cosmic roses, and I think they will be the on my mirror. They will be really glorious and beautiful. So, hoppala, now you can see my equipment. Whoppa. This is my mirror, and it's not a white one, it's a rose gold one, a dark one. And if I look inside, I look like I was 2 weeks in holidays in the sunshine, and that's not real. That's the reason why I don't use it like a mirror. I only use it like a decoration. And now my transfer will be the E-punkt, the last point that makes him really, really beautiful. So I did a lot with this transfer. It's one of my favorite because I love these flowers. So when I paint, I can do what I want. In the end, it's even one of these colors. Green, turquoise, blue. And now let me see the best motif. This one is what I choose. This one is what I use for this mirror. It's too big, too much. I cut it. I think I take this one up on my mirror, and here the golden letters down. And it's so easy to cut, so easy to use, because there are helping lines. So I don't need anything to messen. Sylvia, again, messen. I only cut it, and the lines helps me. So, oh, perfect. So, and now it's an easy job. No. I have to cut the letters, the words, spring flowers too. And now I remove the paper, lay it on my mirror, and began to transfer it. Now again with my favorite tool. I think it will be very quick here on the mirror. Can you see it? So, to do this is not only be creative, or it's not only to paint something. I think it's passion. It's really passion. And we are a team of really passionate people, have a lot of fun together, and we hope we can inspire you. So I start here. Yeah, oh, so easy. On a frame, on glass, it's so easy. Check a little bit. You can see it on the front if your transfer is not really on your object. But this one, oh, it's too easy. I'm too quick. So let's stop. No. So I hope you enjoy. It's my first time here on a live, and I told you I was so excited. But now I enjoy it. Wow. I love it. I hope you too. Look. Isn't it beautiful? So easy. And now down on the mirror. So these words. So. Again, easy to remove, really easy. So, ready. I think you see the result. Okay, now let's have a look to my frame. You can see the flowers. I painted with some different colors. Ocean blue, royal blue, olive green, warm yellow. You choose your own colors, what you love, what you want, and what fits to your transfer. So, what I did yesterday was I seal it with light antique, with clear antique wax. It's a beeswax and canauber wax based wax, and wonderful smell, and I love to use it together with chalk paint, because then the chalk paint gets a smoothie, a really, too much light, sorry, gets that what the old people call Speckglanz. And I can only translate it in English like bacon glaze, because in the past they don't have wax. It was too expensive. Beeswax, oh, it was so expensive. People don't have candles, poor people. So they don't use such a expensive and super product. They use bacon. And put it on their furniture, and it makes them sealed and protected, and yeah, Speckglanzheit. So, and this is what I do now with you, but after I used yesterday, I use clear wax. I can use colored wax too. And I think here down at my structure powder stencil, I use a white one. If you have a stencil with too much structure powder, you can seal it if you want. It's so easy. You only use a fine grit and you seal it, and you can remove if it is too much. But for me it's okay. So I show you a little bit white wax on it. Wax needs to dry 8 hours overnight. Every hour you let it dry is a good hour, and I let it dry for 8 hours overnight, and then you can lay the second one on it. And I use a little bit more of the white wax, because if you see, it's really, really blue, and this is a strong, the white and the blue one is me too strong. Now I make it a little bit softer, It gets blue, yes, but not so hard in the contrast. So look at this, and I can remove a little bit if I want. I only put a tissue and remove a little bit as I want. But that is what makes the patina. And what happens if such a wooden frame is an older one. So, and I want to show you another antique wax, and this is stronger. It's called bronze wax. Look, it has a shimmer, a glaze, beautiful. And I think it's really good for the transfer, for the golden shadows, and I think bronze is perfect for the whole one. So, you see, it's really white. Now I come with my bronze wax. If I think it's too much, no problem. I take a little bit more of my clear one and make it more shiny, more translucent. So I have to stand up. My golden roses are shimmering out. So I leave it for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes I will polish it. And I think then it's ready. Clear one again. So you see my bronze wax, and now the clear one to make it translucent and give them a glamorous patina. So, okay. If you paint, if you brush only in one direction, it's not natural. If you make something like this, like putting the wax on, this is natural. Like fingers to make fingertips over and over a lot of time. So that's it. So, and now I told you the structure powder dries in a few minutes, and now this is the one I did some minutes before, and it's dry now. Really quick. You can use it really quick. Okay, now the big moment. The mirror. Oh, I love it. So let me seal it. And then I show you the whole result. Don't like to work with mirrors and hardware. Yeah. So, I think I'm ready. But I try to show it to you the best way that is possible. And so, please tell me, what do you think about it? I really love it. It's gorgeous. And now it gets a special place on my wall. And I'm happy about my beautiful Cosmic Roses transfer. So, I'm not back. I'm here. So, I hope to enjoy it. I hope you find something, ideas, some techniques you like. I want to inspire you. And now, in the end, please, there is a giveaway, and I hope you see that, and maybe you are one of our winners. So please do it too. And so, hope to see you again to my next, this was my first, to my next live video here on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye, Sabine. Bye.